I saw TMNT Mutant Mayhem last Tuesday, I think. Um, and it was so good. I honestly cannot get over the art style. Once again, the trend of 3D models with 2D textures and effects rears its head. I might have said this before, but a lot of people, especially people who are big into animation, like to get upset at people for saying that something's like Spider-Verse when they see something like this. And I'm like, first and foremost, you can't blame the average person for not understanding how animation works, okay? It's
Right.
like, stop being condescending, and like, if you want to inform them, like, be respectful about it. But first and foremost, they're not technically wrong, because the thing that they all have in common, Arcane, Puss in Boots Last Wish, Bad Guys, TMNT Mutant Mayhem, Spider-Verse, the thing they all have in common is that they use 3D models with 2D textures on top of them and effects that are also animated in 2D. That is the similarity between all of them that even the untrained eye can see and recognize, even if they don't have the language to properly describe
Talk
it.
about it. Yeah.
So they're not really wrong, but they just use the word art style because they don't know any other word to use. They don't technically have the same art style. They just use similar techniques. But yeah, this movie takes a more kind of grimy and sketchy approach, attempting
Ooh.
to mimic the sketches that kids do in like the margins of their notebooks.
Mm-hmm.
And they do something very different with the story that I was initially against in this, but eventually accepted. And now I'm curious to see where it goes. I'm not going to spoil it because I believe you haven't seen it.
Nope. But I have plans to very, very
Cool.
soon.
So the core conflict of the movie is the turtles wanting to experience the human world, but Splinter being afraid of what humans would do to them if they were discovered. And
Mm.
Superfly is used as a foil to Splinter, where he feels the exact same way as Splinter, but his solution is to destroy all humans
Mm.
and make a world full of mutants. And
Mm-hmm.
Ice Cube is so good as Superfly, and it's probably easily my favorite performance in the entire movie. Everyone does great, especially the actors that play the turtles, April and Splinter, which was it Jackie Chan is playing Splinter, and I forget the name of the woman playing April. She's in The Bear. I'm gonna look her up real quick.
Mm.
Ayo Edeberry plays
Mm-hmm.
April, and there's actual teenagers playing the turtles, which one of them was like the original voice actor for Gumball, the person playing Leo, I
Yes.
believe.
Yes. Yes.
Um,
Yes.
and yeah, they teased the sequel in the mid-credit scene with a very popular villain, and so stay in your seats till the mid-credits, not the very end of the credits if you don't want to, just the mid-credits. There's a scene, and
Okay. Okay.
they play some songs that I coincidentally have been listening to a lot lately in this movie. Literally the same day. It was so weird. The same day, I listened to a song, and then when I went to go see that movie, they played that song in the movie, and I was just like, what? And
That would
it
have scared me.
and yeah, they play naturally tons of New York hip hop. And
Of
where is it?
course. Of
My
course.
father's from New York, so I grew up just listening to a bunch of New York hip hop. And they played a song that is a song that I've been listening to since I was a kid because of my dad, and that I had coincidentally had listened to like earlier, maybe not earlier that week because that was later at the beginning of the week, like the week before that. And it's called "It Was Annie Up" by M.O.P. And when I heard it, I was like, oh
Mm.
my god, so many people are about to learn about the greatness that is Annie Up by M.O.P. And there's two different versions of the song. You gotta listen to both. There's the uh what is it? I think like the Something Theory remix, and there's the one with Busta Rhymes. They're both good. They're both good.
Mm.
It's a
Mm.
great song. And they played "Was It Give Me the Loot" by Biggie Smalls. This is a bunch of good music in that. And they played "No Diggity" at one point. It's just a
Ooh.
lot of good music. The
Sounds
score,
like a good soundtrack.
yeah, the score in general is also just really good. The original music made for the movie. Yeah,
Got you. Got you.
it's
Got
a
you.
it's real good. But yeah, we'll go more in detail of that next episode when you see it.